On with my man Josh Diddy, my man Twan. When we're just excited, just absolutely excited. And I don't know, and I never say this on the presentation, but I'm tired because my phone has been going crazy over the last 48 hours. It's been ridiculous. And some of you know who you are, from Telegram to Instagram to Messenger to text messages. It's ridiculous. I have my assistants working with me around the clock because so many darn people are excited about Solheist and what's going on. And so I got two of my best of friends, great friends, first of all. Two great dads, just cool guys, man. And we've been friends for a while, a long time. And we're enthusiasts about this new project. Like many of you, we don't own anything. We're just excited about it. We want to put our energy to it because we know what it's going to do. We believe we know what it's going to do based on some of the stuff we saw in the past. And some of you are very excited as well. So excited to the tune of this company, based on their Telegram post or what have you, has already brought in over $3 million of pledges in 48 hours. And I don't even want to say company, this darn coin, this project. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And so we're not going to be with you long. We just want to share some information with you for those who've asked so many questions and for those who've engaged in pledging like we have, and I've been pledging them up, okay? And it's the reason why within the first, couple of days, 15 days of this pledge, that you want to put your best foot forward if you're going to do it, if you're going to be an enthusiast like us, because we believe that if a lot of people band together, so many people are going to do extremely well with this amazing token based on the history of some other tokens out there like SHIB and Dogecoin and Bitcoin for that matter. And so, guys, what's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing today?
I'm good.
Amazing.
You look like you're in an amazing space, man.
Yeah. Kind of can't have a bad view. Got 3 balconies over here, a whole bunch of happiness going on. Not a bad place to work from,
Bro, that looks like the St. Regis.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I've stayed there so many times. That's crazy. I can tell off the balcony. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Happiness. Anyway, look, what an honor to be on a Zoom with you gentlemen. I know, Rob, you don't want to say how long we've known each other, but it's a long time. We go back many years, and I think that's probably one of the best parts about being in business with people that you love and trust, because at the end of the day, it's far more valuable than money. As most of you know by now, trust is the most valuable thing that I think we have, and the relationships between people. And so I'll just share a quick perspective and get out of the way, because I'm by far not the best qualified to share all of this. I got started in this crypto landscape in 2016, mainly because it was so intriguing. Someone owed me money, paid me in Bitcoin. I saw it start going up, and I started learning about the underlying technology, blockchain tech, and I read Satoshi's white paper, and what it did for me is that it helped me understand that there's a positive path to the future. I'm against central banking. I'm against the Fed. I don't like those things. I think they're not healthy for us as a society. That's my personal opinion. You do what you want, but I found this is a way for the average person to really be able to win and be able to have some ability to grow wealth. And so over the years, I've seen different projects come and go. And I don't speak into 2 different types of people that are here today. One is someone who's already a crypto enthusiast like us. They're already excited about projects. They're like, yeah, I got it. Let's go. And then there's people that may not have any experience at all. Maybe like we were at the very beginning, and you're hesitant. You're like, I don't know what to do. I think this is the perfect opportunity for you to get involved, understand it. Whether you win or lose, it's a way to get involved and understand the space and start to participate. And I think that's a key word, is participate. Participate in the emerging technologies that are shaping our future. Like it or not, they're here. And one of the things that I think that captivates my excitement about this particular project is Mr. Rob Ugari and Mr. Tuan Nguyen, who I've known a long time. I trust with my whole heart, are involved in this project. And as far as involved in promoting it and exciting about it, because we believe it's going to help people. Now, I'll shut up after this, but like all investments, my suggestion is don't put in anything that you can't afford to walk away from. because this could be massive. It also could be a zero. You don't know. I believe that we've mitigated the risk because of a lot of factors that you're going to hear from this presentation. You're going to, if you're listening, you're going, okay, this makes sense. We're early. We're really, really early. The people who are coming in are experienced. Some of the biggest hitters we know, not just in the promotion, networking, influencer space, but in the crypto space, are moving heavy into it. And it's very rare that any of us, even me, being involved in this space almost 10 years, get an opportunity to participate with the project this early. Like being involved in a Doge or a Shiba this early would be insanely good, obviously. As hindsight's 2020 when you look back. So I think there's a lot of great aspects, which is why I'm personally invested. And I tell people, look, if you're interested, it's something to look at. But I think you're going to hear a very compelling presentation. Tuan, you do a great job. Rabu, obviously. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the future. Excited to be partnered with you guys, and looking forward to what this project may do. I mean, yeah, you're right, Rabu. 3 million, almost 3 million in 48 hours is really a significant move, and I think it's just the beginning. So, thank you guys. Appreciate being here. I'm looking forward to taking some notes, Tuan. Rabu.
All right, thanks, Josh, man.
Yeah,
We appreciate
amazing.
you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and as Josh said, 10 years. I haven't been in this space for 10 years. I'm only three, actually. Well, since 2020, actually. You know, I dibbled and dabbled early on, and I bought some, tokens here and there, and lost my shirt. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because I didn't know
Me
what the heck I
too.
was doing.
I
you know,
lost a lot.
lost a lot. But now, I'm not even gonna say I know what I'm doing. I'm not even gonna tell you what to do with yours. What I am gonna say about what I'm doing and what some of our friends are doing, what hundreds of thousands of people will be doing, they're going to be playing with this token. That's phenomenal. And what it's going to do, like any other token out there with a mass community behind it, it just grows and people make tons of money. They make that FU money, as the young folks say. And it typically happens for those getting involved before the thing even starts. And the great thing about it, we're enthusiasts about it. Like I said, we don't own anything. It's not our project, but we want to push it because we want to know where this thing goes. And so we've put our foot forward and doing some presentations as Josh said. Twan does a phenomenal job doing the presentation. I'm going to be able to jump in with him today. But this thing is massive. And you can tell by what the last 48 hours have done. And so with that, my brother Twan, man, what's going on the West Coast, East Coast, West Coast this morning?
Oh man, things are good. Things are good. It was a busy day yesterday. And I'm actually still recovering from like, I don't know if it's like some sort of congestion or some sort of throat, but I've been just working through past all that. Very fired up about this project because anyone that knows, like I'm extremely very I'm excited, but I'm also very technical. So I actually really like the technicals on this project. I think we have a lot of upside behind it. I will say, like what you said, Rabu and Josh, is like, even there's a lot of upside, I always want to tell everyone up front, like, hey, you can get, I don't know if I can curse in here, but you can get your ass handed to you. So, for me, I'm fully aware of the risk and reward factor for myself. I know Rabu is. We talk about this stuff all the time between us three. And we ourselves, like when we look at something, we go, okay, what's the risk? What's the reward? And then we say to ourselves, okay, look, we'll take a tenth of our willing capital and drop it into a project. Do I consider this something that's like high risk? Yeah, I think anything in crypto is high risk. Rabu, you and I, we talk about this all the time. You have to go through like a learning curve. I mean, there's times where I've lost, a few $100s when I first got started, and I was like depressed. And then you get to the point when you start getting to a level where you're like you lose 40,000, you're like you get depressed for an hour, but then you get to like 100,000. And look, I'm not trying to say like, oh, you can afford to lose that much. No, man, if you lose $5, I don't care how successful you are, man, you lost. But you get to a point where it's not your total amount of your willing capital. It's just a percentage of it. At the end of the day, it's math and it's risk management. So I just want everyone to know that before we start talking about this, we dive into this, just know that everybody here is okay. Hold on. Before I really start, I'll say this. Everything in cryptocurrency is 100% speculative. You might say, oh man, no, it's not, man. Bitcoin, it's not speculative. Institutions back it. Look, before institutions backed it, okay, It's still a speculative. What is it backed by? It's backed by mathematics. That's all it really is. It takes an entire community to actually say, hey, I believe it's worth $65,000. And the other person on this side will say, I'm willing to buy it for $66,000. That's the only reason why there's a value behind it. And so the reason why we're on this live is because we understand the power behind community. When we saw this token, we're like, look, this is purely speculative. It is purely hype. Excuse my language, shit. It's purely entertainment. And quite frankly, it's gambling. But how do you mitigate that risk? Well, we understand community power because those that command the community command the price of a project. And so if we can actually work together as a community and be able to say, hey, listen, let's drive this price of this token up, I believe that we can increase the opportunity for many people. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, and first of all, just for a public statement, none of us are financial advisors, and none of us tell you to
Bingo.
do a damn thing. So,
Right.
in fact, don't do anything that we're saying.
Yeah.
Like I look at it like I'm supply and demand is just a thing, and keep. I look Deutsch. Okay, so when Deutsch hit, it was the first real meme coin that really had any validity. And I remember going, because I'm a crypto guy, I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. That's not going anywhere. Well, it did, and it's still here. It's still here because of the community. What Tuan was just saying, it's community that drives everything and anything. It's the belief and faith of a particular value. It's the reason anything that has value because a lot of people believe it does. And when you get a community of people that are excited about something, there's value. And what Tuan's saying, I'll just shut up after this because it's important. There is a massive community of people who believe in what this project's doing that are getting behind it, which is going to drive value up in all likelihood. At least that's the bet.
And that community is huge. It's interesting
They've
when
done billions,
oh my
right?
God, it's crazy. And when we looked at this, we all looked at it together. And again, we're enthusiasts about it. We want to see this thing grow, and we want a whole bunch of other people to join in and see it grow. Because with collective buying power, so to speak, things skyrocket, and we've watched it happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I missed out on Doge. I bought some SHIB, and made some money on SHIB, and actually I still have some money in SHIB. But they're tokens, meme tokens that make people millions of dollars. I miss out on them because I don't even know about them. And then they go away sometimes before anybody finds out about them. And then there's a whole bunch of them on the network, that are stable because, as you said, people still believe in them. But when we start hearing about this before anyone heard about it, and to be honest with you, it haven't even hit the market yet. It doesn't hit the market for till July 1st. So this is the real deal time if you're going to play with something. And like Josh Antoine said, and it's not to be safe. This is not to, ward off any legal problems or anything like that. The bottom line is we don't tell people what to do with their money. Ever. Never. Okay. But we'll tell you what we're doing with ours. And we're not that powerful. We're not these big, giant TikTok influencers that can say, hey, I'm going to put my money over there on a toenail crusher. And then everybody go buy a toenail crusher. No, we're not those folks. But we're just some good people, who have very good relationships and a lot of good friends. And when we move in certain directions, other people move in certain directions. When they move in certain directions, we move in certain directions. So it's just collecting people who like each other, and we have fun, and we've watched each other make a lot of money. And I don't mean a small group. I mean a ridiculously large group. And so I see Twan is ready to knock out this presentation. He done commandeered it on screen. And so I'm taking over the screen. So, bro, I'll be quiet. And I'll jump in here whenever you need my assistance, bro. But the floor is all yours.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. Definitely, 20 plus years of friendship. And I think this is what excites us about this space is that, it doesn't matter what project it is. It's like if it's a bunch of friends, family banding together, and we all actually support a project, it actually raises the market cap. And if you're holding any type of cryptocurrency that is of validity, I mean, I would say the top 100 cryptocurrencies, you benefit because communities is what drives the space. So, so today I want to just brush through. My goal is to do this within less than 25 minutes. So that way you guys can get a nice brush stroke of what this project is about. So the project you're seeing here is called Solheist. It's gonna be probably it is going to be the biggest meme coin launch on the Solana blockchain. And so, guys, if you haven't followed the news, meme coins has been exploding in the market. Right now, we're kind of on a sideways trend right now. If you look at the coin market cap, the fear and greed index, we're up just about 50%. For those of you guys that are new to the space, this just means that the marketplace is just wondering, should I buy? Should I sell? It's very, very neutral right now. But if you actually look at what's trending right now, right? The first one that's trending right now is Costco hot dogs. I mean, shoot, I love Costco hot dogs. But look, it's up by 48.92%. You guys are probably asking, well, what's the utility behind it? Nothing. There ain't no utility. It's just pure hype, pure speculative, pure entertainment. Look at the next one. Panda. Okay. But my whole point is this, is that meme coins has been really taken hold of about, I would say, 60 to 70% of the volume on the crypto space. And so the developers that are behind this project, they said, you know what, why don't we just take what the marketplace likes, and why don't we just create an entire ecosystem behind it? When we first started like hearing about this, I personally was very fascinated about it. And they coined this term called memeverse, like an entire metaverse for meme coins. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on the technicals, but we're going to really focus a lot on this main token right here called Solheist. And then behind it has 10 other crew tokens, right? His crew, which is Soul Professor, Tokyo, Rio, Stockholm, Denver, Berlin, and the rest of the gang. When I started hearing about this, I was like, okay, where are you guys basing this entire character, like this imagery from? And they said, hey, have you ever heard of the TV show or the Netflix series Money Heist? And I never watched it before, but I thought about it. And I said, you're talking about the guy with the hood, right? With the mask. He's like, yeah. And they gave us some facts about it. Look, it's translated in 25 different languages. It's aired around the world, and it's the top 10 in gross sales. And it's doesn't matter what language you speak, you know, or you've recognized this hoodie. And they said that, look, at the end of the day, to really drive the volume and the amount of market cap that is added towards this project, you need to appeal to the masses. And this show will appeal to every single language around the world, every major language around the world. And for me, as a crypto enthusiast, I thought, man, these guys are smart, because if you can appeal to the masses and they like it, they think it's cute, whatever, right? Like I look at this and I thought I would actually buy this token. And so this is what's based on. It's a mockery on one of the top shows on Netflix. Now, where's the opportunity? Well, I already touched up on it, but 90% of the volume that's happening on the Solana blockchain are meme coins. In fact, they did over $12.7 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Every 24 hours, it actually surpassed Ethereum's volume. Think about that. Ethereum's been around for, I don't know, 7, 8 years. Solana's been around for 3 years, and they're outperforming in trading volume. And 90% of it is meme coins. So what if you were able to actually capitalize on this volume, on this trend? And what if you were able to get in early enough before it hits the market? And that's kind of like what we're talking about. That's not kind of, that is what we're talking about here. I'm not going to get too much into tokenomics, because I understand that 90% of the people that look at these things aren't really technical. But I'll highlight a few things. The max supply is 14 billion, 9 billion set aside for liquidity, and then 1 billion is market making, which means basically this will actually help create trading volume. But I'm going to focus a lot on this 4 billion right here. This 4 billion is added towards the pledge campaign. So think of a pledge as like early adopters, right? This right here is set aside for early adopters that are basically saying, hey, look, I trust, I'm taking a chance. I'm trusting this project early. Is there risk? Yes. Is there a chance of like no good, no bueno? Yes. But they're going to highly incentivize us with this 4 billion. And I'm going to touch up on that part in the next like 10 minutes. And then behind that is the crew tokens. There's 10 additional meme coins. 140 million max supply. And we're going to benefit from this pledge supply here, this 40 million. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. It's too technical. You can actually go to solheist.org. You can go through this, talk to someone that's really savvy with this stuff and ask them more details on this. I just want to keep it nice and light today. So let's get right into it. So basically, what's a pledge? A pledge is you're basically making a commitment to take your dollars, convert it to Solana. That is the currency of choice to make a pledge. So you're taking your dollars or your euros, or your pounds, your fiat currency, you're going to convert it to Solana, Sol, and then you're going to make a commitment to pre-purchase Solheist meme coins. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. You're going to take your fiat currency, euro, pound, dollars, yen, whatever. You're going to convert it for Sol, which is Solana. And you're going to take that Solana as the currency of choice to actually make a pledge, meaning you're making a pre-purchase of these meme coins, Solheist. Now, are you going to get this Solheist meme coins all up front? No. And I'll explain why in a second. You're going to get this large lump sum basically spread out in 2 years, auto released to you gradually every single day until the 2 years up. Let me repeat that. You're not going to get a whole lump sum upfront. You did pre-purchase it, but it's going to spread out in 2 years, but it's going to give it to you in a form of a daily allowance passively every single day for the next 2 years. Why would they do that? Because on a technical standpoint, if they actually gave you a whole lump sum upfront, that means that, not to say that they don't trust you, but when it hits the exchange 60 days from now, you have the chance of actually selling all of the tokens and you could actually dump the price and that would ruin the entire project. So basically, they're going to spread it out in 2 years and then they're going to release it to you every single day passively for the next 2 years, every single day. The question is, can you sell your tokens that's released to you every single day? Yes. After 60 days, when it hits the exchange, you can actually sell it for Solana, which is liquidable. It's good as cash. You can actually sell your Solana for US dollars. Again, get with a person that knows that stuff. They'll walk you through all that if you're new. Now, the question you're also going to ask is, wait a minute, when it hits the exchange, why would I actually make a pledge when I could just wait 60 days from now and actually just purchase that meme coin, just like Shiba, just like Dogecoin, just like, all these other meme coins like Pepe or whatever the case is. Let me explain you 4 benefits, and they lay it heavy on us, okay? The first benefit why a pledge is beneficial is you get the most amount of Solheist tokens at a wholesale price. So you're getting the most for the least amount. That's very good benefit, right? I love discounts, okay? That's the reason why I have a Costco membership card. The second benefit why I see a value in making a pledge is that you get 25% matched in crew tokens in the form of an airdrop. Okay, so this might be a new terminology for some of you guys. Let me explain. You guys see these cute little crew tokens right here in front of you? Soul Professor, Tokyo, Stockholm, and Berlin, and all these guys. This mastermind crew, people got to buy them, okay? They got to buy them. They got to go out there on the exchange. They got to buy them. They got to make a pledge for them too, okay? Just like I'm making a pledge for Solheist. However, if anybody decides to participate during this 60-day pledge campaign, only this 60 days, which started 3 days ago, whatever you put in, they're going to match you by 25%. So if you put 1,000 in pledges, they're going to match you $250 in pledges times 10 for free. And you're going to actually get this automatically dropped to your wallet that you register passively every single day when this commences. So basically, let's just keep it really simple. You buy one, you're getting 11 of them for free. To me, I thought, okay, one of these is going to hit. Okay. If one screws up, I'll bank on the second one. That second one screws up, That third one. To me, I'm basically want to increase my odds of winning, okay? So they're going to match you by 25%. To me, that's done in my head. The third one is you have access to the inner circle. When I first heard this, I thought to myself, this is for all the warm and fuzzy people. Oh, I get to hang out with all my peers. Guys, these guys are smart. I want you to think about this. This is a financial benefit. Because here's why. When you make a pledge, you'll be invited to Soul Chat. And inside Soul Chat, you'll be able to actually connect with everybody. And they have a whole entire roadmap in place in terms of a marketing campaign. They actually have different strategy on different conventions, different conferences that they're going to actually spread out Solheist everywhere. And they're just going to give like free benefits, right? Inside this inner circle. Why? Because they believe, and they're smart because they're marketers too, that if everybody is excited and believes in the project and they just cultivate this community, the price of the token is going to start increasing. So this is financial benefits, guys. And then the fourth benefit is that you have the chance to participate in the sale phases. So I'll explain this very simply. 60 days, it's broken down in 4 phases. 15 days, the first one, the second 15 days, the third, and the last 15 days, making it 60 days. You guys got me? Drop in the comments if you're on Facebook Live, just say you got me, okay? So phase number 1, okay, which is where we're at right now. We just about 14 or 14 days or so in left, okay, to take advantage of this. Anyone that makes a pledge right now, okay, you're going to get a 50% bonus in pledges. Y'all have to understand this. If you buy 100, you took $100 worth of Solana. I put $100 in Solana example. I'm not only just going to get $100 in pledges, but I'm also getting another 50 in pledges, making it 150. It's like free money, guys. Think about that. So, I mean, first I was like, I'm just gonna test this out. I'm just gonna put 1,000. And then when I started understanding this, I'm like, look, I'm gonna get it the most I can during this 15 days right now. Okay, guys, don't slip up. In my opinion, I didn't slip up. I just keep adding more and more and more every day. I'm like, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I'm just averaging it out. Okay. Now, after the first 15 days, the second 15 days is phase 2. It drops down to 40%. Still a deal, but you're missing 10%. Then phase 3, 30%. And then the last 15 days, you screwed it all up. You got in late. You still got a 20% bonus on top of that. Okay. So, guys, this is the 4 benefits of why I believe why making a pledge is more important. And so, to me, this is like hot. Now, 2 technical things you guys need to know. Pledge details for Solheist, it's vested for 2 years. Okay, what does that mean? That means that they're going to give you a daily allowance of Solheist every day for the next 2 years. It's spread out for 2 years. On the crew tokens, all 10 of them, they're going to give you a daily allowance every day for a full year. Okay, it's not locked up. It's just released to you every single day up until 1 year. Okay. So for every $1 equals 1 pledge, and 1 pledge equals 40 Solheist. That's how much you're getting. So you can do the math. $1, 40 Solheist. $10 is 400 Solheist. $100 equals 4,000 Solheist. You guys got it, right? All right. Here's a visual aspect. When you put 1,000 in, you're getting 1,000 in pledges, which is 40,000 Solheist. I just did the math for you guys earlier, right? That's not even counting the 50% bonus. If you have the 50% bonus right now, you get an additional 20,000 if you put 1,000 in. So that means you got 60,000 Solheist, boom, right off the bat. It's vested and gradually released to you every single day. But in addition to that, remember, you're matched by 25%. So that's $250 in pledges right here, right here, right here. That's $2,500 in pledges for free, which is equivalent to 100 tokens dropped to you passively when these pledges starts commencing. All right. All right. Here's what I want to do, guys. I love going through the technical stuff and how the whole thing works, because to me, it makes a lot of sense. And the reason why I think these guys are so smart, and I spoke to Rabu about this, and Josh is like, these guys, they know how to drive behavior. They want to build a community as quick as possible, and they want to keep it very simple. And so they put together what's called an advocate section of the whole project. And this is only 60 days. And so I want Rabu to hop on in because I mean, when it comes to like marketing and things that drive behavior of human behavior, like Rabu is one of the best in the industry. And so I'd love for him to kind of hop on in here and kind of shine some light on how this component works.
Absolutely, Twan. And great job of going over everything. If I was looking at this for the first time and I had no clue about meme coins or cryptocurrency or anything, I feel real comfortable with the way you went over the information. I received it. And you're right. One thing that people called me the Harry Tubman of financial freedom is because whenever I find something, I'm never going to tell people what to do with their money. I'm just not going to do it because my motto is I'm not going to tell you what to do with yours because I want you to tell me what to do with mine. I work too hard for my money. Don't tell me what to do with my money. Okay. But when we find things, with the power of social media, there's nothing like sharing online. With the power of the internet, with the power of email lists, with the power of text messages, WhatsApp groups. There's nothing like sharing things with people, and people decide whether they want to move with it or not. We've decided that we want to move with this thing, and it's blowing up. And what's pretty interesting, there's a whole bunch of other people who've decided to do the same. And what's crazy when you become an advocate, okay, meaning you just go pledge for yourself, not for anyone else. You're not putting any money in anybody's pocket. You just become an advocate. You buy your tokens on your own. What happens is you're going to get a referral link. You just blast that referral link on social media, or you just share it in some places and tell people what you're doing while you're excited about this token. Some people are going to do the same. It just happens. Sometimes it's human nature. Some people know that you're on to something. Some people are smarter than you, okay, and they know this space way better than you do, and they jump all over it. They pledge tons of money, and as an advocate, because they found your link somewhere, you get 20%, based on what they pledge. And that's ridiculous. And of that 20%, 50% goes into getting you more tokens, and the other 50% goes into Solana, which you can exchange for cash every day, which is incredible. And so, and that's just someone finding your link, or you post it out there, you send out an email, or you send out a text blast or something. It takes 2 seconds to do so, or just putting it on your Facebook page, okay? Now, if they refer somebody, okay, or someone else sees the token, and it's not even referring, someone else says, look, I want this token. I think it's going to do something. I'm going to buy it. Bam, you get another 10% on the second level, which is absolutely incredible, okay? And if they refer somebody that you don't know, okay, or they put it on their page, and there's a lot of hype that's happening behind this token. You're going to see athletes, give you an insight for something we heard. You're going to see United States athletes in places where these tokens are going to be presented and branded. The Solheist token. That's ridiculous. You're going to see it on so many different places. You're going to see big TikTok influencers and so on and so forth. People are getting excited about this. The Solana network itself started to slow down the other day because so many people were buying this token. Okay, so we're not going to be able to stop it. You're not going to be able to stop it. But darn it, if somebody finds out from me, that's a good thing. If somebody finds out from you, that's a good thing. And so, it's nothing like being an enthusiast about something that you can benefit from just by sharing, not telling people what to do. And I done said that 100 times, but just by sharing. And it's absolutely amazing. And Twan's going to probably bring this up in a second once he gets back. Here's one thing I want everybody to understand. He mentioned, and when I first heard this, I had to make sure I registered my brain. He mentioned that once you receive your Solana, you have 2 years that you could take off of it every day. So let's just say hypothetical. I like some hypothetical numbers, right? Not to entice or whatever, but I looked at these numbers. Let's say you put in enough Solana where it reaches $2 million, okay? The token goes up, just like those other tokens, especially in the beginning, especially. Token goes up, let's say it reaches $2 million, right? And it starts to stabilize. You have 2 years to chip off that $2 million. 2 years is 730 days. You divide 730 days into 2 million, that's $2,739 a day. $2,739 a day. I don't know about you, but I don't know that many people making $2,739. And that's just a hypothetical number. Hell, what if the token goes up much higher than that? What if it just does a million? What if it does 200,000? You're talking about $200 a day. That's incredible. Okay. And so I love that. It's ridiculous. And that's the great place that we're in, because we found out about something first, before it hit the market. And how many of you said this? I've seen people say this for years and everything. Oh my God, the people who make all the money are the ones who come in first. I was a network marketer. I started network marketing on July 26, 2001. July 26, 2001, and I quit the network marketing industry December of 2019. So I started network marketing July 26, 2001, and I quit the network marketing industry December of 2019, right around COVID. Well, COVID started in my neighborhood before the 2020, but nonetheless, and I walked away, never, walked back to the industry for various reasons. But one thing that used to crack me up, people used to say things like, those companies, you only make money if you get involved in the beginning. There's a company right now that Twan and I, where we met, it used to be called Prepaid Legal. Now it's called Legal Shield. For all those people who used to say, well, the people who make the money are the ones who get involved in the beginning. The other people don't make any money. That's a damn lie, because there are people in Legal Shield making money every day right now. There's a company that you know of called Mary Kay. Same thing. People say things like, oh, the only ones who get in the pink car and making all the money is the ones who get involved in the beginning. That's not true, because there are people making money with Mary Kay every day now. Amway. I can name other companies, Organo, New Skin, you name it, and folks are just making Primerica, right? And so it's interesting that we have an opportunity that, whether you believe it's the people going to make all the money in the beginning who get involved in the beginning, which is not the truth, okay, that can still happen for you here with a meme coin. Or it can be just like folks who are still making money on SHIB right now. And people are making money on Dogecoin right now. And people who are making money on Bitcoin right now. Okay? There are people who got involved in the beginning of Bitcoin, making a ton of money. There are people who get involved with Bitcoin tomorrow and make a ton of money. And we're in the same position. But the great thing about it, as I mentioned, if you get excited about it, you start talking to people about it, they start seeing it everywhere, they're going to go find it. And right now, you want them to find it from your link before it hits the market so you can benefit from it. And so, Twan, I love talking about, the opportunity of helping people, benefit for themselves by sharing things, not pushing things down people's throat, but by sharing things. And when you share things with people, people are appreciative. Do you know how appreciative I am that when this project started to hit the market, somebody called and told me about it? That's a blessing. And I don't block my blessings. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't jump on everything. But when things like this come around, I'm just like, thank God. Because you don't get rich by osmosis. You don't get no one gets lucky. I'm being honest with you. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And when you're prepared to jump on opportunities, that's when you win. And so when things come across my plate and things come across every day, I'm so grateful for them. I don't do everything, but the ones that interest me, I check out. And damn it, I've won way more than I've lost. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not Miss Cleo. Okay. I can't predict the future. But what I do know, when some things makes too much sense, it makes too much sense. Not too good to be true, but when some things make too much sense, it makes too much sense. And even though I didn't even understand it, I understand the meme space, and I got two eyes. And I'm watching this other stuff. What he said, Costco hot dog. And that's not real Costco hot dogs, ladies and gentlemen. That's just somebody who made up a damn meme coin. Okay, I'm watching this other stuff make all these billions of dollars for people. I said, I'm not going to miss out on these trains when all I have to do is go make some pledges. And I made some serious pledges because the first 50 days where I got the bang for my buck, I ain't stupid. I didn't pledge $100 and say, oh God, I'll be rich sometime. I made some serious pledges, car purchasing pledges. And I'm excited about it. And I'm eager to see what's going to happen in the very near future. And so, Twan, Josh, guys, I appreciate you guys being available just to share this online. I don't know if there's anything else you want to chat with Twan before we close out and let folks go.
Yeah, so first of all, man, it's I love all the things that you said. It's simple. And just to emphasize, Rabu said that, hey, someone finds your link and they actually get in during the pledge campaign. That's great. Keep in mind, you don't have to. You can simply just be like us, just buy the meme coin, and just like anything else out there, you can actually just enjoy the benefits. You can collect it, whatever you want with it. I mean, to me and Rabu, we personally own a bunch of sheep, for the last few years. So you can always do that as well. There's just an opportunity right now for the next less than 60 days to be able to actually be part of this pledge campaign. Let me wrap up this section, you guys. So there's a Soul Professor has a roadmap. Once you understand the roadmap, then you'll be able to see the potential where this is going to go. So Solheist pledge campaign has already begun, and it's going to go for the next 60 days. So 60 days from now, Solheist token launches on the Solana exchanges and several top tier 1 exchanges. So when this happens, the pledge campaign is over. It's going to hit the market, and you have 3 options. Option number 1, you can actually claim what you've been earning passively up to this point, and you can actually sell it on these exchanges. The second option is you can be a hodler, like how Rabu, myself, and Josh, we actually hold on to some coins that we like. We think there's a potential, and that's up to you at your discretion. Now, the third option is that you can actually take what you've accumulated up to this point, and you can participate and make a pledge for Soul Professor, just like you did with Solheist, or you may do with Solheist pledge. You can do the exact same thing with your Solheist token. You can make a pledge for Soul Professor. Why would you do that? Well, you're getting the most for the least amount, wholesale price. You're getting all the benefits. You will get airdrops, but if you want more and you want to have that passively generating for you, you can do that. And that only goes for 30 days. Now, I want you to think about this, okay? Imagine if a good percentage of the community did what I just shared with you. Imagine if, in order for you to participate in Soul Professor Pledge, you have to use Solheist token. So how do you get that? From all of us being able to withdraw from our daily reward so far, and people will go onto the exchanges and buy up a lot of the circulating supply. So for those of you that are new to this space, you have to understand, when the circulating supply gets bought up, the price of the token or the coin goes up, okay? Because why? There's more demand, there's less supply that's floating around. And so this will actually create a nice domino effect. Soul Professor ends up going onto the exchange a month later, but at the same time, when it hits the exchange, the next meme coin pledge will begin. And that's going to happen to all 10 crew tokens. So this is going to create a domino effect where Solheist will be used a lot. And guys, I'm just giving you a surface level. There's a lot of things that are in place. I don't like futuring people. I don't like overselling things. But when these things start unfolding, you're going to see gamification. You're going to see different things that's going to come out of the entire ecosystem. We don't want to throw the entire farm at you, okay? It's just too overwhelming. But just know that there's an entire roadmap in place. And as people are making pledges, you're going to be able to earn bonuses on all 11 coins, all right? Guys, in terms of wrapping up these slides, I spent a great deal, Rabu spent a great deal just on the 60-day pledge campaign. And after that, for those of you guys that are meme enthusiasts, because I get these texts all the time like, well, what happens when it hits the exchange? The professor already has an action plan to be able to have it listed as many top tier 1 exchanges. They're going to have a nice big opening for liquidity on opening day. They're already working and already secured KOLs, fancy term for key opinion leaders that can command communities. And they're already engaged and secured contracts with top influencers to drive the brand out there. Everything that Rabu told you, just to give you a kind of like a brush stroke on, these things are already being worked on by the team as we speak, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok ads, Reels. These things are being worked on every single day by the dev team, okay? So getting started is very simple. Because we are limited in time, you want to go visit solheist.org. You want to follow the instructions. Very simple. You want to download Phantom Wallet. Make sure you load up Sol in your Phantom Wallet. Grab the invitation link of whoever that invited you on to watch this, whether it's live on replay. Take that invitation link. There's a little globe on the bottom right. Click on that. It's a browser. Paste that invitation link in there. And then literally just press next, 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 connect your wallet, and then put how much you want to pledge, make that pledge. Then you'll have an advocate link at your discretion. It's optional. You can take that advocate link and share it with other people and spread the word. So that kind of gives you a quick idea. I can spend a lot of time on this stuff, guys. Just know that it's a very simple project. When you go on to solheist.org, there's a little calculator that you can go on here. You can mess around with it. Because we went basically right up to the hour already, I don't want to go too long, but you can go in here and you can mess around with this. If you put 1,000 in, okay, just one thing I just want you to see. Again, mess around with it, okay? I'll put 1,000 in. Let's say you slipped up and you ended up with just a 20% bonus. And the market cap, realistically, call me a little over believing, but I think we can hit a market cap of 2.8 billion. It's a fancy term. Market cap means that the amount of money that's contributing to the project. If the market cap hits 2.8 billion for Solheist with all the little airdrops that you're going to get for free, Solheist hits 20 cents. That $1,000 that you put in potentially can be $15,600. That's a 15 times on your money at a 20% bonus. Let's say you decide to take action like we did, take a 50% bonus. That's 19,500. 20 times, okay? Let's just say, hey, look, this is too overhyped. What if you can't get all of that? What if you're only able to get 50% of that? You like 10 times your money. Yeah. What if you're only able to get a fourth of that? 5,000. Okay. Just think about that. Just, for me, it's like logical. Again, you want to mess around with it. 2.8 billion, guys. 2.8 billion market cap. Well, we've studied this thing. Look, dog with hat, 3.3 billion market cap. And you know what this is? This is a meme coin launched 6 months ago. You put money in, you just held, you never sold. You would have 1,923% on your money. And you know how good their marketing is? Crappy. Like if you click on their website, I keep showing this because their marketing sucks. They literally put a dog with a hat. That's all he did. And they raised 3.3 billion with a dog with a hat. All right, I'll just shut up. Guys.
Twan, if you could pull that back up one more time, because there are people who are watching this and really don't, they probably want to get engaged. They don't understand because they're visual. Under tutorials, can you go show them on tutorials where there's step-by-step videos? And actually, there's going to be another one added, I heard, down the Grapevine in the next couple of days. But there's tutorial videos showing people exactly how to get started.
Yep. Very simple, you guys. Basically, number one, you want to go to solheist.org. You want to click on tutorials. And then there's going to be a section that says how to set up a Phantom wallet. You want to go ahead and actually click on that, watch that video. And then the second thing you want to do is, by the way, with just this video, it'll show you if you're brand new to space. It actually shows you how to buy with fiat currency, dollar, euro, pound, your local currency. It actually shows you how to buy it with just this. and even gives you a soft way, vaguely, on how to make a pledge. And then the second thing is, if for whatever reason you could not buy Sol to make a pledge with this one, this is a secondary option using Changely, and Changely will show you how to swap your existing cryptocurrency for Solana or to buy it with fiat currency. So very, very simple to do. Very, very easy. By the way, Rabu, is there a way that I can drop some like social media links to the group here in the chat, or no?
Absolutely. You can drop them here in the chat, and you can drop them on my Facebook page as well. Or I could go copy them.
Let
Hold
me
on.
see.
Yeah, you can drop them in the chat,
Yeah,
and I'll
let
go
me
to my
see.
Facebook page and grab them. I see how you put them in the comments, which is great.
Yep. So hopefully you guys can see this. Basically, Solheist information, solheist.org. There's a Telegram channel, Telegram chat, Twitter. Just follow those. But guys, I would say what you want to do is whoever that invited you on, you want to make sure you get back with them. You want to ask them basically for their invitation link. You want to, if you decide that you want to participate, okay? And then you want to make sure that you take advantage of the 50% bonus, which is what we did. That's pretty much it. That's anything else, Rabu, that I might have missed or want to just, I'm pretty much done.
No, man, I appreciate you. Again, guys, we are enthusiasts just like you. We know what's going to happen. Nope, back up. I'm not going to say we know what's going to happen, but based on look at them other little raggedy ass coins that out that are out there that they don't have marketing, they don't have the influence, they don't have the folks. They're exploding just because people believe in them. That's it. That's it. And so we believe in it. We're excited about it. And as I mentioned, you're going to see American professional athletes, promoting the token and so on and so forth, which is cool. When it starts to become mainstream, then everybody jumps on it. But when you make the big money is when it's not mainstream, like now. And that's for everything, not just tokens or whatever. That's for if you got involved with Coca-Cola before it became Coca-Cola, you guys get the drill. And so yeah, man, I'm excited. Actually, I told myself, Sherry and I said that we're gonna make as many pledges as humanly possible within this first 15 days, just so we can maximize the free tokens, because that's more money in our pocket. And so, bro, I'll turn it back over to you. I think Josh, he's probably just hit the beach now, out in Miami, if he's not jumping on a plane or something. But I want to thank Josh Denny, a good friend of mine, for jumping on as well. And Twan, thank you for jumping on. And guys, share this on your page. There's no invitation links in this video at all. Twan didn't put an invitation link in. I didn't put an invitation link in. Josh didn't put an invitation link in. Nobody did. So share this on your page so people can get a good comprehensive look. And then if they're interested, then you share your invitation link. Okay, we kept this simple and plain so it can be used for your benefit.
And then Rabu, by the way, I've had several people ask me on is there any challenges, not challenges, but some roadblocks with the Solana network? Because there's some people that understand, been in the crypto space for a while, knows that if you search up Solana news and you search up the word congestion, it's no secret that Solana has a tremendous amount of volume. Remember, I said earlier that their volume every 24 hours has outperformed Ethereum. This is a new blockchain. So basically, their tech is still being upgraded right now as we speak. In terms of Solana, this has nothing to do with Solheist. And so because of that, though there's some people that have already participated and made pledges and have noticed that as they refer other people and they have bonuses that show pending. Just so you guys know that from what we've actually pulled and gathered information from from our sources, what we've noticed is that the congestion is definitely something that's very, very normal in all projects on the Solana network. The good news is that there are basically systems that are being implemented by today. So currently, right now, there's about 30 to 50 transactions that are being processed per hour. Okay, 30 to 50 transactions being processed per hour. But the Solheist developing team, the Solheist team is actually setting up their own validator. For these guys that are new, it might be going over your head. For those that are savvy, that just means that that the whole team has put all as much resources to create their own validating on the Solana network, which means think of it like it's an antenna, and basically they're just going to be processing transactions extremely rapid rate. And their goal is to move it from 30 to 50 transactions per hour to 100 transactions per hour. This should be in the next 72 hours. This should clear all the backlogs, and then you're going to start seeing things more real time. Expect your transaction after 3 days to be realistic. You're going to start seeing these transactions start going through 10 minutes at a time. So anyways, just want to give you guys an update. This is exciting news. And I actually really am excited about the team that's behind this project. So anyways, just full transparency on everybody, because everyone knows how we are. We operate with transparency.
I would agree. Josh is back. I know you're listening as you're getting ready for your flight, man. Any closing things?
Yeah, I apologize. I've been here the whole time. I just didn't want to distract anyone while I was packing up my stuff. You know, I think, like I started with, if you haven't been involved in the crypto space, welcome. You're gonna. It is an amazing journey, and I think it's one of the most important things like you can do for your financial future, because it's going to really help you understand finance better. For those of you that are already really immersed with financial education, this is just going to improve it if you haven't already gone down that road. And for those of you who have, you know what I'm talking about. One of the most important aspects of life is understanding finance and how it affects your life. And crypto is one of the best introductions, because it's a motivator, right? It's a motivator for the hope. The hope of gain is strong with this. And you know, seeing the dog with hat, like that's one of those things. Like, what is going on here? It's fun in a lot of ways, but because people can make so much money, you know, I think there's a responsibility there as well. And of course, I'm not saying that you're going to make money. I'm not making any promises whatsoever. I'm just saying you can look back and see the things that have worked incredibly well, and people have benefited tremendously because of these things that are seemingly crazy for a lot of people. And they are in a lot of ways. But I think it is a testament to the shift in society and the change that's inevitably coming. And as you know, anytime there's major change in any sociological or any society, there's massive benefit. There is tremendous wins that can occur. The question is, are you going to position yourself in front of these trends? And there's nothing that beats the education. You know, look, yes, you could probably win a lotto. Yes, you could probably make a lot of money. But what you're really going to win, in my opinion, is understanding the space and getting a great education in the world of finance. And obviously, we think, right, there can be tremendous benefit and a variety of things. But this particular project, there's a lot of people coming in. I believe there's a lot of community growth and strength. It's obviously way better than some of these other things like Dog with Hat or others. So that gives me a lot of confidence that the community is prepared. It's building a solid foundational infrastructure for what it's building. It has a roadmap in the future. Most of these have no roadmap whatsoever. They have no idea what they're doing. They're basically just spraying and praying, as it were. And you know, some of them hit, some of them don't, but they have a clear path, which gives me confidence in the project, and which the major reason I'm participating. Of course, you do what you think is best for you, and I'm looking forward to the future here. I think we got an incredible next few years, no matter what you do, if you're paying attention. So, Mr. Rabu, Gary, always an honor, sir. Tuan Nguyen, outstanding job as always. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful and amazing rest of your weekend.
All right, thanks, man. Travel safely and look forward to
man.
the next
You
2
too.
weeks. And Tuan, you know, and Josh, I want to say this before we close out, and this is the last thing I'll say. You know what's interesting? I always hear people say this. Oh my God, I always hear people say this. You know, man, I didn't know about that. Because of the power of the internet and social media, and I came kicking and streaming in social media. I didn't join until 2010. I remember my friend Obina Indu was telling me, you know, social media at the time, and I was like, I'm not joining no damn social media. I'm be honest with you. I've heard Charles Barkley say for years he's not on social media. He just joined social media. It's a reason. Because of access, keyword is access. Keyword is access. People make millions. You know, when you have access to information before anyone else, or even when you just have access to it, period, you become smarter. You know how damn smart I am now because of the internet and YouTube? I could put together a damn car if I needed to by watching a YouTube video. My wife says, "Oh my God, you know so many things." I say, "Yup, Google and YouTube," because I have access. And when you have access and you have more education, because someone who went before you figured it out and put it on a damn video so you can watch it, or when you Google something, it gives you an answer so you don't have to, be in question all the time. We now have access. And when you have access to something like this, it explodes. And the kids access. But many of us, no matter what your background is, your ethnicity, your origin, whatever, many of us have just never had access. And the World Wide Web, internet, and social media is opening it up for everybody. So you could be damn near just as smart as everybody, and you could be damn near just as rich as everybody when you have access. And that's what happened over the last couple of days with Solheist. We have access. So you can never say that you was priced out, that it was the elitists who got it first, that, it was a whisper down to only their friends. No, because of social media, because of the internet, you now have access. And take advantage of it. And so with that, guys, I'm out.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
See
sir. Much
everybody.
love, guys.
All right, y'all.